I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, my PS3 cost more than my PC did. Like my PC when I first bought it was $500, year old. Well, not year old, but the previous model year. Good computer for its time, better than my parents' PC. So, it cost me about 500. This cost me 800 after taxes, warranty, second controller, and a second game. Because Uncharted came with it. Because I bought the big bad boy, the 160 gig. And for a while I was happy because I had one of the biggest console hard drives back in the day. And then all of a sudden, just recently, the past 3-4 months, Microsoft releases Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the pack, 250 gig hard drive. Nice final jump. It's been like what 3 years since the Elite came out, and the Elite was the 120. We're turning into computers now for hard drives. I'm noticing that. Like, if you notice the increments in technology in terms of the drives of the consoles almost match identically to the PC. Like the Xbox went from 20 to 120 originally, and then it went 2060 120. Made sense. Go 3 times the size of that, twice the size of that, like twice the size of 60 to go to 120, and then the PS3 fits right in there nicely. So if you go by increments of the consoles versus PC 20 gig back in the day, consoles 20 gig back in the day. Like even the original Xbox had a 20 gig hard drive, which was nice for the time because you didn't really load much on it besides music. And then they released an update disc for it to use Media Center, but no one really took advantage of that because it's like a year before 360 launches, and then like, here's a little tidbit for you. But anyway, with console gaming versus PC gaming, I haven't really talked about the Wii. I should probably put some points in the Wii. I don't have a Wii myself. I would definitely buy it for family gaming because it is much more K to A, like kids to adults, than it is a teen to A, like PS3 and Xbox. Like Xbox, you could go say anybody over the age of 12 could play a 360. PS3, anybody over the age of say 15 to say 15. Say over the age of 15, you can definitely play PS3 because you have enough know-how by nowadays standards. Um, and then if you want to go into PC gaming, I'd say people my age in their 20s. You could say people in their teens, like 15, but do they really have an disposable income unless they have a rich family? Like, come on. You gotta be my age in order to be able to soup up a computer because you have to have a full-time job that pays pretty well on the that pays pretty well. Just because of the fact that it costs a lot to soup up a computer. Like I've already got another video card in this thing. I've got this new terabyte drive in it, which cost me about $100 for that. Um, I had to replace the Ethernet cable, and I didn't feel like roading another 100-foot Ethernet cable from our house because, look at me, I'm in a small room, and my network is downstairs in the basement. So I have to run wireless on my desktop, so it's not exactly fast because while I have a fast adapter, the network itself is not fast. It's only 54 meg because it's 2 wire. Um, with the Wii, um, back in the day, yeah, when it came out, it was good. And to comment on Red Steel, what sane revelation or darkness, um, it did tank horribly. Like the other day, I went to Blockbuster to see what games they had for consoles, and I was Christmas shopping for my nieces and my brother-in-law because my brother-in-law owns a Wii, and his kids play it a lot. Like they play Rock Band and they play racing, like some pretty basic stuff for kids, because they're only like under the age of 10, right? And I kid you not, there was 20 copies of Red Steel in the bargain bin. It was a launch title, like I can understand, but 20 copies in a bargain bin, because that's how much it tanked. It literally tanked that bad for a title. Like, it was supposed to be pretty good. It looked good, like the graphics were pretty good for it. The mechanics with the controls are what tanked that game so bad, because it was supposed to be simulated sword fighting. Well, you could, if the simulated sword fighting went like this, it's like, oh, uh, uh, you know? Or even not even like that. You're just like, kind of like using your, kind of like this. You're not really, you're more so pressing buttons and using a joystick than, or the pad to be able to do that. That was the only downside to the Wii back then, was Red Steel. And then when they finally came out with Twilight Princess Zelda, that one definitely launched the Wii big time. Like, Mario Galaxy definitely gave it a start. And like the sports pack, the play pack, those definitely got it in the door in terms of gaming. And then Twilight Princess, boom, right there. It sent it right up into the atmosphere. And to keep it going, Metroid. The new Metroid came out. Bang. Smoked Halo 3 in terms of gameplay. Like, the amount of hours of gameplay you get out of Metroid, like double that of like the Halo 3. Halo 3 boasted 20 hours gameplay. Afraid not. I managed to do it in less than 12 hours. Sorry. Metroid, easily 30 hours. 30 hours of gameplay compared to Halo 3. Yeah. I managed to beat Halo 3. It was like co-op mission. So I die, my brother-in-law revives me because he's there even though he was falling asleep. It was hilarious. He's sitting there trying to do something and he gets blown up. I hop into a, what do they call those things? Those weird helicopter planes they came out with, which were a nice invention for the humans, I guess. And I just sat there and it was the first time we played through, and we managed to get these things. I think they're called Hornets or something like that. And you and you have to basically fly around to the back of two of these scarabs, and you have to take out their power cores. I managed to do that in less than 5 minutes. Then again, I was not playing on Legendary. Like, Legendary, I would have gotten smoked. Because I play Halo 2, like when I can, like, I'll go and play Halo 2, especially for PC or Xbox. And, well, yeah, definitely. I'll play that sucker on Heroic, at least. And I can do it. It's pretty difficult for me on Heroic. But I'll definitely survive a fair amount. Legendary is insane. Like, you just take Heroic and then put it against the Legendary. The enemy tactics. So say you've got an overshield in Heroic, or Heroic is like having an overshield, because you get a little bit more protection. And then when you hit Legendary, it's almost one-hit kills. It's like, oh shit, bang, my shoulder gets shot. I'm already losing most of my shield right there. Just because of what kind of damage it takes. And if you do notice, I'm a bit tired. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing this. Finally, I spent like a punt load on gaming headset and new camera because the old one wouldn't do this. Anyway, my take on console war. The front runners right now, in my opinion, are Xbox, PS3, and PC. Just because they're the ones that can do it the most graphically. The Wii, just like the GameCube, was more so meant for a much more children experience, in my opinion. The Wii has become much more of a family unit than just